This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Boopity boopity boop. Why did I just pick up a box cutter, Betsy?
Dude, I don't know. And the blade is out. Marcy's playing with it, looking like she's having a good time. Why do you have a box cutter out?
Because I have
Cutting up some boxes
that I cut.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. How are you?
Hell yeah, bro. Good. I'm good. I'm feeling good.
Feeling good in the neighborhood.
Feeling good in the neighborhood. What have I been doing? Not a ton, which feels kind of nice.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. Congrats.
Kind of nice, just laying around. It's hot out.
Oh, triple dig.
I did go on a nice little walk today.
Good for you.
It was hot, but it wasn't too, it was nice. It felt good.
Manageable.
Good. Manageable. Very manageable.
Manageable heat.
Listen to a Dateline that had a nice little twist in it.
Now,
where you're like, it's gotta be this person who did it. And
where do you go on your little walkies?
This was up in the hill, like up Bronson and Canyon, up there a little bit.
Always get a little too scared to have headphones in and walk and listen to something spooky in the hills. I get like I'll start and then I'll be like, no, I got scared. Like something will move in a bush and then I'm like, no, I'm gonna get killed.
There have been times where I'm like doing a proper hike where I'm like listening to a murder thing or something, and then I hear like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Or like I pass someone and I'm like, they could run up on me, and you know, and I'll be looking over my shoulders. But I feel for the most part we're doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, we had the mountain lion that did pass already, the new one. I know.
Wait, I didn't know that.
We had a new one and he got hit by a car, which is so sad, which is why we need more safe passageways. But he also got hit near where they're building the safe passage. They just haven't completed
so it's like
it.
Close, but so close to being able to.
In Agora Hills, there's a new mountain lion out there that's not tagged. Whoa, why is my phone? Sorry, Mom.
Who's calling?
Not answering it, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry.
We'll talk to you later, Mom.
I'm talking about mountain lions, dude.
Yeah, you would understand, Mom.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. I'm a mountain lion girl. Anyway, but that is now because I'm like, oh, I feel like we're getting more like they're coming around. I'm like, what? Well,
yeah, dude.
But you know, hopefully no mountain lion eats you on your walk while you're listening to Dateline.
I don't think so. I think there's too much human stuff happening. That they'd be like, nah.
Our friend Trish of the Pods was sending me videos of a bear in her driveway last night.
Wow.
A big ass bear too.
A big ass bear digging through trash.
Digging through her trash.
Yeah.
Getting into her trash. Yeah.
Any cubs or just
a big bear? Just a big bear.
Wow. That's exciting.
I know. It's that time of year where it's like, all right, we do live in a forest, sort of.
Yeah. You forget, like, oh yeah, there's wildlife around.
Los Angeles is a crazy place. It is a forest too.
There is a forest. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a wild place.
Well, that's the only. Oh my God! A cat just licked my foot, and that actually did scare me.
That's spooky
because it was cold.
Ooh, a cold lick.
A little cold buster lick. So that's the spookiest thing that's happened to me since we last spoke. What about you?
That's spooky. Spookiest nothing too spooky, man.
You know?
I watched some spookies last night.
Nice.
Well, I watched Sleepaway Camp, which is a great classic.
What is the plot of that one? People go to camp, then get murdered?
Yes,
Okay.
pretty much. And there's an outsider that everybody makes fun of. But I will say no more. We should watch it because it's excellent.
I feel like I know what happens with that outsider, though.
Maybe you do. I don't know though. If you know nothing about Sleepaway Camp, I think you'd be surprised.
Okay.
And I ate pot while I did so, and then I started watching Tourist Trap, which is an awesome horror movie, and I ended up sleeping through most of it. So it was a good, scary night.
Man,
of snoozing a lot.
sometimes you have to remember the body gotta rest.
It's gotta rest. My body was feeling that for sure.
Yeah,
the last
man.
couple of days of like, fucking lay down, close your eyes. You will feel better.
It's crazy. It works.
It works, everybody.
Catch a fly with your
I
fist.
was trying. All of a sudden, a huge fly is in the office, and now I'm like, oh my God, you bastard.
You bastard.
Where did you come from?
Well, while you're catching it, should I read a listener story?
Yes, let's do it.
Just you listen to me, but keep trying to catch it with your tongue.
Yeah. Ribbit.
Okay, this one is called Listener Story Shadow People.
Ooh.
Okay, hi, my name is Hannah, and do I have a story for you? Hope it's not too long.
Hell yeah, Hannah.
I'm going to
Hell
say
yeah.
this early and often. I don't care how long it is, guys. I need you to send more to us.
There you go.
We're not at the bottom of the barrel yet, but we don't want to get there.
We don't ever want to get there.
So send them. And again, if you've already sent and you think, hey, she missed it, bump your original email. Just search your email for funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. And if you send it to us already, bump it again. That way we don't read it for a second time if we just read it a couple months ago and you didn't hear it or something. So
right.
Anyway, send your stories. Send your
Send
voice
them
memos.
in.
I'm not as strict with the timing, but don't make it like 20 minutes because we'll never listen to it.
And also, we got to make it clear. We can't have a like.
Yeah, we've had a few that I felt so bad because I'm like, I bet this is interesting, but
I bet it's a rad story.
And I'm not as good. I'm not like a forensic audio engineer. Like I can't like clean the stuff up so you can hear like, the murderer say something in the background.
Yeah, so like, hey, it's me, Barry.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
I'm taking these little girls off the train tracks. I can't do that. That's beyond my capabilities. But please send them in to us anyway.
Yes.
Funny feeling.
Nice.
pod@gmail.com. All right.
Woo.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and boy, do I have a story for you. Hope it's not too long. This happened in the summer of 1999.
Ooh, yeah, good summer.
When I was a spunky 7-year-old. You are younger than me.
Wow. Yep.
Yep. My family and I had just moved out of the middle of nowhere, Alaska, into a little trailer on the property of a friend of my dad's who was helping us out. That's already spooky. I'm already scared.
Alaska is spooky.
Oh my God. If we were honestly though, it's like middle of summer right now. I would love to be in Alaska right now.
I know. Look out the window and it'd be like 11 p.m. or it's just like sun is up,
and
dude.
there'd be meeses and bears.
So many meese around and bears and
anyway.
Alaska's cool.
Alaska's
man.
very cool and it spooks me out a lot.
Yeah, very spooky, very cool, very large.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of large, they were talking about this little trailer, and they say, when I say little, I mean very little. The trailer was basically one semi-big room that served as the living room, one tiny hole in the wall that served as the kitchen, and a narrow hallway. There wasn't enough room in the kitchen for 2 people. There were also 2 very small bedrooms. So, of course, my parents got one, and my sister, who was 17 at the time, got the other one since she was the oldest. And since my brother was 8 and I was 7, us little ones slept on a bunk bed out in the living room in front of the kitchen. Whoa.
Wow. There are people who go hunting for tiny houses.
Yeah.
Have you seen that show?
Yeah. But I don't know if they have a family of 5.
Sometimes they do, and it's like, guys, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair to your kids. Where they're like, we have 3 teenagers, and we all want to like.
And
it's like that's not fair.
They live in these drawers under the stairs.
Yes, yeah, and they love it, don't you, kids? Don't you? You love it.
You love it. Well, but living in drawers under the stairs is kind of cool. So
it is kind of magical.
Honestly, my brother and I didn't spend a lot of time hanging out in the trailer. We would watch movies with our parents and all that, but we spent most of our time playing outside. Yes. We were outside every chance we got. My brother and I are very close to this day, and we were both very creative children. And the good thing about living in the middle of nowhere, Alaska, is you never get bored. My dad's friend had 3 dogs who always played with us. He also had a lot of old antique equipment, and a lot of his property was ancient forests for miles and miles.
Wow.
Oh. And
fun summer, dude.
Yeah. Our trailer was right next to a stream, so we liked playing in that a lot too.
Yes.
Anyway, we had good times there, but always during the day. Nighttime was pretty unsettling in that area if you happen to be awake. Usually, my brother and I were put to bed really early since we were young, but would always be on edge in the trailer at night. There was another reason why we didn't like hanging out there too much. It could get creepy.
Ew.
Also, how hard to be like a little kid going to bed early in the living room.
Oh my God, right? And especially when the sun's out.
Yeah. Too hard.
Too hard.
One night, something jolted me completely awake when I had been sound asleep only a moment before. It was the middle of the night and pitch black in the living room of our trailer. I slept on the bottom bunk, and the only thing I could hear was my brother snoring softly from the top one. Everything else was silent. I've never liked the dark. I still don't to this day. So waking up suddenly, completely aware in pitch blackness was unpleasant to say the least.
Oh.
I sat up and scanned the environment, very much on edge, but of course there was nothing to see. So I waited a few seconds before burying myself back in my covers to get back to sleep. But once I had settled down and moved my eyes to look straight ahead, right next to my bunk at the opening to the kitchen, that's when I saw it.
Ew.
It took me a second to register what I was looking at. It was blackness, but a different kind. It took me concentrating to adjust my eyes, but it was blackness that stood out from the rest.
Oh,
I had chills.
Oh, that is awful.
Once my eyes locked onto it, there was no mistaking it. A clear outline in the darkness of a person standing right next to my bunk bed, seemingly looking down at me.
Ew.
At first, I thought I was imagining things, but the longer I looked, the clearer it became. It was like it was revealing itself to me. I was terrified. I wouldn't allow myself to move or hardly breathe. I don't know how long I laid there with me and this black thing seemingly staring at each other. It never moved until somehow, I have no idea how, maybe I wasn't as scared anymore, I worked up the nerve to say it to it. I muttered a very soft, almost whispered, "Hello." And I'm not kidding. This shadow creature or whatever it was raised a hand and waved at me. It waved at me.
No.
I remember that clearly. Well,
yucky.
I managed to get back to sleep eventually. I don't remember how or when, and when I woke up again, it was morning and my mom was making breakfast in the kitchen. The encounter was the only thing on my mind all that following day.
Yeah.
I hurried into the kitchen to tell my mom about it, but she just laughed it off, saying it was a dream. But it wasn't a dream. I had been awake, clear and alert the entire time. When I told my brother, he said he had seen it too, but I'm not sure if he actually did or was just going along with what I was saying. I haven't seen anything like that before or since that night. I don't know if the encounter meant anything or if the black shadow person just happened to be passing through, and I don't know what its intentions were or if it had none. But giving it that it waved at me right after I said hello, maybe it hadn't meant any harm, even though from what I was feeling that night, it wasn't entirely friendly.
Ew.
Whoa, Hannah!
Hannah! What the hell was that, Hannah?
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Waving back too.
Yeah, as ghost hunters or ghost adventurers say, that's an intelligent spirit.
Yes. Smarty pants there.
Wow. Yeah, nerd. What? Oh, that is so creepy.
Yeah.
That is so, so scary. And the description of it being like a different dark.
That's what we hear, though, right? When we hear about it's like
Yes.
darker than darkness, sort of.
Yeah, like a void. That is so scary.
Oh. And you hear it enough that you're like, there's gotta be something going on there, right?
There has to be.
Yeah.
Because it's been a thing forever since humans have, like, been around.
Absolutely.
Because you know cavemen saw other things.
Yeah. Cavemen, and they saw things and they
Yeah.
sucked. The things
And
they saw sucked.
Yeah,
Wait.
the things they saw sucked. Cavemen were okay.
Do you
They
think
kind of sucked.
cavemen, I don't know how. They might have sucked in a lot of ways too.
I
They
think
survived though, and that was their big thing.
Yes. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Huge if true. Huge if true.
Huge if true.
But do you think, I guess, when do you think shadow men with hats started showing up? I guess after the invention of hats, right?
Right. Yeah, right. When did hats come around? A long time ago.
When did hats start?
Excuse us,
Google.com.
when did hats start?
Google.com. When did hats start? Thank you very much. I want to know
When-
about hats and socks. When did hats and socks start?
Oh, smart. Imagine wearing like boots with no socks that people did
Ouch.
for so long.
The rubbing. Are you looking for
Let me
hats?
see, when did hats start?
When did hats start? We're so smart. The questions we ask, they're questions that need to be answered.
Okay, there's possible evidence of hats appearing as early as 30,000 years ago.
That's when cavemen were, right?
Yes.
That's more than cavemen, right? That was before cavemen. Wait, when did cavemen start?
That's probably like cavemen.
When were cavemen?
The oldest known hat is a bearskin cap with a chin strap that belonged to an Iceman, Otzi the Iceman, a Bronze Age man who was discovered frozen in the Alps in 1991.
Okay. And
that was about 30,000 years ago.
Okay, and then I looked up early humans share the planet with a number of now extinct hominin relatives, including
Right.
Neanderthals and Denisovans. We don't even know those guys. In the Paleolithic period, roughly 2.5 million years ago to 10,000 BC.
Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
2.5 million years ago?
That's impressive. I mean, that feels wild. But it was probably like non-bipedal, right? On the way to becoming
No, I think, well,
bipedal.
these kind of we're so I feel like this is something I should know. I think the first humans of our kind emerged about 2 million years ago, kind of, or like,
Okay.
so that's well, I don't know, or maybe those are not like us.
I have no idea. And it's okay.
Honestly, somebody
okay.
tell us about cavemen. And when are they? And are
Because that would make sense 2.5 million years ago. Cavemen.
yeah, because those are like the earliest humans, but like I don't guess they like look like us yet.
Right. I feel we would be pretty different.
Also, why do I have never heard of Denisovans?
I don't know. I've never heard of them either, but maybe
That's-
we don't want to know of them.
Because I've heard of Neanderthals.
Oh, yeah.
And did you know that like a lot of Europeans have Neanderthal DNA?
I was just thinking that a lot of people get 23andMe's back, and it's like, I got like 0.06 Neanderthal.
Yeah, it's like because one of your relatives had a dumb boyfriend, and that's how That's what happened.
That's how it happens.
This is my big dumb boyfriend.
This is my big dumb boyfriend. He likes to carry around a big old club.
It's not anything serious. Don't worry. No, this baby's not his. It's yours, honey. I love you.
Yeah, it's yours, honey. I love you. That's how it works.
My big dumb boyfriend.
My big dumb boyfriend. Okay, I got a story.
Give it.
This is called Short, Sweet, and Silly.
Short, sweet, silly.
Short, sweet, silly. Hey, ladies, this is just a quick one that I had to send you after a funny coincidence while hiking and listening to your podcast today.
Cool.
To refresh your memory, I was listening to the Smorgasbord episode, March 4th, 2024. And y'all were talking about tripping and falling while walking. At that moment, I almost ate shit on the trail, which I found pretty amusing. It was like you were narrating my current experience. Then you got on the topic of Betsy getting a BBL, and Marcy said something about a big old camel's back. That was when I almost ate shit again because the trail where I was fighting for my life is a moderately challenging hill in Boise called Camel's Back.
Whoa.
This trail has some steep inclines that can be pretty slick and muddy, especially in winter/early spring when the snow is melting. Anyway, thanks for all the laughs and spookiness. You've read a couple of my stories so far. I really need to get around to sending y'all the rest of them. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Because I've been saving the spookiest ones for last.
Do
Have a wonderful day. I love you both. And don't shit your pants or eat shit. Kristin.
Don't eat
Photo
shit.
attached of where I almost ate shit. LOL.
Oh, let's see.
Beautiful and still snowy.
Still snowy. Yeah, we don't want to hurt our friends.
Beautiful. You got to be careful out there.
I was just talking about listening to podcasts while hiking too.
We were. Whoa.
Sick, dude. Sick.
Whoa, dude. Man, Boise's pretty.
Yeah.
Boise's pretty.
I love.
Wow.
I love.
Coinky dinks, dude.
Like Kawinka Dunks. I was going to say, I love the world. I think it's cool.
I do too. It's fun seeing it.
Yeah, I hope to see more of it.
Meeting people in it.
I hope
too.
we can keep it around for a while. Because those Neanderthals, those big dumb boyfriends, I don't want them to beat us.
There's no way they will.
Honestly, they better not, because like we're not doing great. So we need to what if we're the new dummies though?
I think we are.
And some alien
Yeah,
race.
I think there is going to be another sapien of some sort, and they'll be like, dude, those Homo sapiens were idiots,
yeah,
man.
it's going to be like the Lomo sapiens.
The Lomo sapiens, yeah. Just they were weird. They were bad at this.
They made so much plastic.
They made too much plastic.
It was clever of them to figure that out, but then they just couldn't stop doing it.
Yeah, but then they just destroyed everything.
Literally, I do think the biggest thing we did was we figured out plastic and we're like, oh, that's what's going to destroy the world. Whoops.
I know, but also so necessary in some aspects,
For all of my house. My house is full of plastic.
I mean, our cars, our spaceships, our airplanes, our medical equipment.
Yeah. We need our plastics.
We need it.
Anyway, should we listen to a listener story?
Yes, let's.
Hey, Betsy and Marcy. My name's Julia. I've been listening to your podcast for years. I absolutely love it. And I've been meaning to call and tell you about some of my spooky stories. And so since I'm almost caught up and I'm currently waiting for a coat of paint to dry and I don't want to fuck up the job I've already done by being impatient, I'm taking a break to call you guys and tell you one of my stories. So when I was about 12 years old, my sister, who's 4 years older than me, had her first real boyfriend. And this kid his dream when he grew up was to be a pilot in the Air Force. But it was pretty unlikely that this was going to happen because he was colorblind. So my sister and this kid are dating. He ends up breaking up with her, and she's pretty upset. So 12-year-old me this is the first breakup that I have to deal with in my life. And so I'm like, well, we need ice cream. So I have my sister drive me to the grocery store so I can buy us pints of Ben & Jerry's because obviously that's what you do. But I didn't have a license, so she had to drive me. Anyways, that is not relevant. It just cracks me up. So when I'm 12, after they've broken up, I have this dream that takes place like 8 years in the future. And in my dream, we've all grown up, and this kid grows up, and despite being colorblind, he gets into the Air Force and he becomes a pilot. And in my dream, he dies in a plane crash. And then his ghost comes to me and tells me how he regrets how he treated my sister and how he'll always love her and all this other stuff. And so I'm kind of weirded out by that, but I've always had really strange and specific and vivid dreams my whole life, so I don't really think anything of it, and life goes on. Fast forward about 8 years, I'm a sophomore in college, so I'm about 20 years old. My sister and this kid are then around like 24, and we've all grown up. He, despite being colorblind, ended up getting into the Air Force and becoming a pilot. And then one day, my mom calls me while I'm at college, and she tells me that he died in a plane crash. And my heart about stopped because I had a flashback to this dream I'd had when I was 12, 8 years before, that predicted his his entire life, and predicted that he was going to get into the Air Force and he was going to become a pilot, even though he was colorblind, and that he was going to die in a plane crash. And even the timeline is right. When I had this dream, I was about 20 years old in the dream, and that's how old I was when this happened. And so then I kind of freaked out because I was like, is this guy's ghost now going to come talk to me? And I really, really did not want that. And luckily it didn't happen, but it was really spooky. And I remember telling my mom on the phone, I was kind of frozen. It's probably not great. I probably should have been more sad that this person had passed away, but I was more freaked out that his ghost was now going to come talk to me, or that this dream had come true in some way. And she was pretty freaked out about that too. So that's the craziest dream I've ever had. I've had other weird dreams and other spooky stories, but I'll call in another time with those. Thank you guys so much for the podcast. I absolutely love it. Please never stop making it. Thank you so much. Bye.
This
Crazy.
is nuts.
So nuts.
Whoa.
I hope that was the kind of a one-off with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Wow.
I wonder if his ghost ever came.
Also, how.
Or was it like, because we talked about this, like, what is time, man?
Yeah.
So was it like he did already give the message in that dream 8 years ago, but knowing in the future, my mind is but my brain's smoking.
I think you're right though, that's when it was, it was 8 years ago that I guess when her sister was in, hurting from the breakup, that's when the message came through, even though he was still alive for the next 8 years.
Right.
That's so crazy.
That is so, oh my goodness. And then, I would be so scared to have any other dreams.
Yeah.
Or even fun ones, like where it is like, is that going to happen to me?
Yeah.
Like I would constantly be waiting. But I guess, once you have one and it doesn't happen, you're like, okay.
Yeah, you have, every night you have dreams. So like, it's so hard to know what's going to be the one that is the premonition dream, right?
Right.
Wow.
That is so wild. That was a trip.
And like side note, I feel like there's like a really high percentage of men who are colorblind. Like it's like
really,
it's just more common in men to be colorblind. But I do think it's like a relatively like, let's see, how many men? Well, I'm not even in I can't even find a web browser. What am I doing? Like color
Marcy's screaming into a box.
Blindness in men. Well, I know it's more common, but how much more common? It affects 1 in 12 males and 1 in 200 females.
Wow.
So 8% of males are colorblind or experience some type of color blindness, which would usually be the red-green color blindness, and only
oh my gosh,
0.5% of females are colorblind, which begs the question, why did it take so long for women to be allowed to be pilots? And why aren't
Marcy,
more?
That's a whole other
podcast,
you know.
called What Took Ladies So Long?
What took so long?
What took us so long, ladies?
What took us? What? Yeah, it was our fault.
Yeah, we probably did it. We were like, no, we're not really interested.
We don't. Nah. We don't need to.
We'd like to be powerless and sit in homes instead.
Yeah, I like to. Put me in the kitchen, man.
Yeah, I don't want a bank account and any autonomy, please.
Ooh, no. I just want to make babies
And biscuits.
and biscuits. Babies and biscuits.
Yum. Nah. Not chicken butt. That's
No way, dude.
Not-
That's really wild. Like,
that's a really wild story.
and then it all happened. It was 8 years where it feels, like, was this kind of time jumpy?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is
It
like
feels like it was.
spirits are not held to any calendar system, right?
Right. Oh my God. Wow.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Poo poo, poo poo.
Poo poo. I have one pulled up. Do you want me to read it?
Please do so.
And I'm excited because it's entitled "Weird Picture."
Weird picture. So that means there's going to be a picture with it?
I hope. I don't know. There's got to be, right? There is.
Okay.
There's a couple, which is very exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I love your show. When my mood is low, I know all I have to do is start an episode and it just goes away. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I love
You
that.
guys have been with me on car rides to the vet and washed tons of dishes. Smiley face. Since I mentioned the vet, I have 18 fur babies
What?
and one bearded dragon who my son named Bearden. That's so funny.
Bearden. That's so funny.
Bearden. Our dog just had 7 puppies and some cats live outside. I inherited 2 when my mom passed. I'll attach some pics so you can see some of them.
Oh my
There we
God.
go.
I'm looking at them. Oh my God. I skipped ahead. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Marcy, you cheater. Okay. Anyway, a short story about when I worked at the grocery store part of Walmart. Marcy talked about how nice people are in grocery stores, and it reminded me of this strange incident that only occurred to my coworker and myself that I know of. During a break or on my way out one day, I went over into the clothing section. No one was over there, and someone said my name. It was very plain and clear, and I started to say, "What?" But no one was there when I turned around. There was another time I was alone and I heard my name again, but I don't recall what area it was in the store. I brought it up to one of the guys I worked with and he said he had the same thing happen to him. We talked about the store being haunted because it was creepy in some parts in the back. After we talked about it, I never had my name called out again. So weird. That is strange.
Yeah. Haunted Walmart.
Haunted Walmart, I bet, dude. Tons of haunted Walmarts,
yeah.
right? Just
Sam
once
Walton
again.
wandering the aisles.
deals.
He's
Just
like,
screaming deals.
this isn't what I wanted for my company. I had a better vision than this.
I had a better vision than this, but whatever. Here's cheap dog food. I have another story that happened at home. Our home is known in our family to be haunted. I had to sell my house because I couldn't afford it anymore and moved into this one. My grandpa bought it when I was young. He said if us girls, my two sisters and I, ever needed a place to live, it would be here for us. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's just a little house, but it was built in 1900. All of us have lived here over the years, but I have been here the longest. My older sister only had one incident happen here, but that was before she lived here. Ooh. Which may have started all the strange things to happen for the rest of us. The house sat empty for a while, and my sister used it for sleepovers when she had a large group of girls staying. That's pretty rad to be like,
we have a whole
I'm using Grandpa's house for a sleepover.
That is
okay.
Truly so fun. What a dream.
Dude, we would have lost our minds.
We would have burned it down.
We would have definitely done some stuff in there.
Yeah.
Bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
That's cool. One night they decided to make a Ouija board out of paper letters cut out and a glass for the planchette. Oh gosh. I don't know the exact story, but at one point the glass slid across the room and I think hit the wall. Fast forward to a few years after I lived here. I was pregnant with our first son. His dad told me he saw a silhouette of a person's face in the glass of a picture hanging in the hallway just outside of our bedroom. He said it turned its head like it was looking in our room.
Whoa. Ew.
Ew, that's spooky.
Yeah, I don't like.
Oh, that's spooky.
That's too scary.
That's a good, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark or something of like, in this certain frame, you could see like a whole other spooky world, like a party happening or something. Ew.
Party.
Party. Gotta have parties, man, even when you're a ghost. I honestly thought he was just seeing things, even though I knew plenty of stories about this house. However, a few nights went past, and I looked out the door and saw a silhouette of a man's face in the glass of the same picture. At first, I thought it was just something reflecting from the other side of the hallway or something. I try to rationalize things first.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked back out there, and it started moving like it was starting to walk.
Ew.
Ew, that's so fucking gross. I said nope and shut the door. Scared shitless, I woke up my boyfriend and told him about it, and sorry for not believing him. That's so funny.
That is very
Wake up.
funny.
I saw it. I'm sorry. I didn't believe you. Oh my God. The next day I took down the picture, and it's been in the closet ever since. The picture was a gift from a friend when I lived in the other house. That house had some strange things happen in it too, but this email is getting long, so I will save those for another time. Send them! Thanks so much for being great and for all the content that helps me get through the days. Don't shit your pants, Wendy.
Wendy, oh my God.
Wendy!
Are you looking at these dogs, Betsy?
Oh, dear Lord. I'm looking at them right now, and this is cute.
They're big, like, bully dogs, right? They're like...
They are so... Oh, they're beautiful.
And then the
They're
puppies,
so
the puppies with their round little
Look at that puppy
bellies.
tummy.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh my God.
Because they're big dogs.
Yeah. So when they're puppies, they're little babies.
How cute.
Mama, remember when you was
I
a
wonder
kid?
what the picture was of. Like,
Oh, yeah.
do we think the picture's haunted? Or, what's up with that?
Yeah. I mean, it must be. They both saw it, right? It wasn't like
Yeah. Ew. That is so spooky.
Grandpa with the haunted house.
Grandpa with the haunted house.
I would love staying over, though. If I knew my friend lived in a haunted place, I'd be like, coming over now.
Yeah, we have. Oh, I would be so scared, but I would be like, let's give it a shot.
Absolutely.
I'll bring a bunch of beer. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm in 8th grade. I'm bringing a bunch of beer. Let's go.
We're figuring out beer. No, I was not drinking then. I was too scared.
Yeah, I was maybe trying it though.
I was too scared.
You were gonna get in trouble, or that it was bad things would happen to you.
Both.
Yeah.
Get in trouble and bad things would happen to me. And then I had the first night I got drunk was such a blast. Because my friends were they're like, they had all gotten drunk before and they're like, we're going to take care of you and make sure you have a good time. And they did. And it was so much fun.
That's great. That's when
Yeah.
people took care of you.
They were so to where it was just perfect. I got drunk, but I didn't get sick.
Yeah.
We woke up the next day and went snowboarding. It was a great experience.
That's fun.
Yeah, they were nice. They were nice.
That was, yeah. Oh, tell us more.
Yes, send us more.
Send
us more.
All right. And also those dogs are beautiful.
I want to pat them all, so I want to play drums on all of them.
I want to
so bad.
I love smelling puppy's breath.
Oh, that's funny.
Have you ever smelled puppy's breath?
I must have with Wilma.
It smells like puppy chow and coffee and I don't know.
Coffee?
It's a really good smell.
Funny. I've never. That never clocked. I never clocked it.
Oh, the next time you see it's always for little puppies. But they have sweet little breaths.
Wow.
I love
I've never.
The next time,
that.
yeah, if you get around a puppy sometime, be like, I'm so sorry, I need to sniff
I
this
have
puppy's
to
breath.
smell this puppy's breath.
Yeah, it's one of the best smells.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wilma has pretty good breath.
Oh, yeah? My cats don't.
They got stinky.
They smell like cat food.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And their own buttholes.
Yeah, they love licking those.
Lick, 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 lick. Okay.
Lick, lick, lick,
Lick, lick, lick, lick, lick. Okay, this one is titled Creepy New England House.
Ooh, perfect setup.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. Huge fan of the show. I found you through my love of all things improv and was thrilled to see that you also have a spooky podcast.
Cool.
Improv. I have 2 stories for you. Number 1, I'm from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Founded in 1620, home of the Pilgrims, Plymouth Rock, etc.
Whoa, dude.
And the house that I grew up in was built in 1850. Although I never had a real supernatural experience, there were some weird things. I had a recurring nightmare until about the age of 10 of the, quote, lady with long fingernails. No, thank you.
Ew.
In the dream, I would see a hand with very long fingernails wrap around the corner of the wall leading to the stairs.
Such chills.
I never saw the full person because I would always wake up once this happened. Thank God, because it was truly terrifying. For a point of reference, when I saw Pan's Labyrinth, the monster with eyeballs in their hands was very similar to what I saw in my dreams.
Ew, spooky.
Also, my brothers and I all regularly sleptwalk, and my parents would find us in random parts of the house. Oh
my God. Multiple sleepwalkers.
No.
And that is so spooky.
Thankfully, none of us were ever hurt from this, but I did once fall down the stairs. Same stairs of the lady with the long fingernails, and my brother was found on the roof twice. Oh my God.
This is nuts. This is nuts. On the roof and falling downstairs? Oh, right.
Sleepwalk with me? I'm sorry, Mama. Get out of my life. One last creepy thing. When my father was renovating the bathroom, he found a little door about 2 feet high that had been boarded up and built over at some point. Beyond the door was a little room that was empty except for a letter dated from 1850, same year the house was built. The letter was from the owner of the house to his intended bride. I have no idea if the letter was sent, why it was there, or if they ever actually married. A pair of baby shoes were also found in the insulation of the attic. Gross.
That just like, oh no, that truly TMI made me have to poop.
Do you need to take a break?
No, we're good. Okay. But it got the ball rolling.
You're cocked and loaded?
I'm cocked and loaded, dude. That grosses me out so much.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. Last night I was walking my dog and she started growling as we passed a side street. I looked to see what she was growling at, and it was a red balloon floating out of the sewer, a la Stephen King's It.
No, man. Oh.
I tried to walk over to the balloon to investigate, but my dog was so freaked out that she refused to walk anywhere close. Stupid of me to do. What did I think I would do if I were to encounter a sewer clown? I texted a video to my brother, video attached, and his response was, OMG, run, LOL.
Good brother.
I made it home safely, but spent the rest of the night expecting a red balloon to float into my living room. Thanks for reading, and thank you for the podcast, Sarah. No, we have to look at this balloon, right?
Sarah, that messed me up, dude.
Yeah.
But also, thank you. I feel I should read that email every morning and it'll help me poop.
Yeah, get yourself going. Okay, I'm gonna
get me going with a little scare.
Let me get this little.
Yeah, that is so gross.
Okay, cute dog.
What
Again,
a good
another
dog.
very
Good
cute
dog. Good dog.
Okay.
Really cute dog. What are we talking? A beagle mix?
Yeah.
A beagle?
You hear it growling though?
Yes.
Oh!
I'm with that dog. Run away.
It's coming towards?
It's coming towards you.
Oh wait, can we watch one more time so we can hear the dog? Yeah.
Yes.
Just let's. It starts moving when she pans the camera, like it's still, right?
It's moving.
Oh my God.
That is awful.
God.
Oh my God. That's awful.
Terrifying.
New England, where are you in New England, huh? Maine? Are you in Derry, Maine?
Derry.
Whoa. That would gave me heartburn. That did a lot to my gut system.
Yeah, you're really fucked up right now.
I take more probiotics after that story.
I gotta take my probiotics.
That was nuts,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh boy. And
it did feel like it was coming towards them.
Yes. Ew. Nasty.
That is so nasty.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't even know what to think about those. That's why you have to burn down all old cities. All old cities. Burn them to the ground.
All the old cities, burn them down. We figured it out. Burn down every old city.
I mean, in the shoes, in the attic insulation.
What? What the fuck was that little door? What was that?
What now? What was
that? Was it the owner, the person who built it, being like, haha, I'm gonna freak some people out.
Haha, I suck fully. I fully suck.
Haha, I'm a piece of shit. Here you go.
Here you go. You're welcome. Whoa. Oh, man.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm going to play a listener story, but there's a little email with it, too.
Okay, great.
I keep burping because I'm drinking Lion's Mane.
Lion's Mane.
If anyone works at Breeze, please sponsor us. I like your little Lion's Mane mushroom.
If anybody works at Red Bull, hey, what is it? Sponsor us.
Function us.
Function us, man. Function is hard.
Hard. This says, greetings. Here's my first and probably last voice recording, LMAO.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to mention that the national park is... So this is a preface I forgot to mention that we were at a national park on Kona Island. And just to note, this was before I understood the history of Hawaii, and out of respect for locals, I won't be revisiting the state, but it's truly so breathtaking. Here's my recording. If it doesn't work, just assume I'm a ghost. Bye.
Wow.
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. This is Tawnie, and I'll apologize in advance if I sound like a robot because I hate the sound of my voice, and it took forever to try to figure out where to record a voice note. Anyway, I wrote to you guys in the past before about some different experiences that I've had, and today I want to write to you about the time that I told a ghost not to break their ankle. So my family and I were in Hawaii back in 2008-ish, and my mom wanted to go stargazing before we went home. So we stopped in the, not the driveway, that's not the right word, but like the path that you go up to enter the national park. And we parked right behind a camper van that had its lights on, but its curtains drawn. So there wasn't very much light coming out. There was a little bit of dim light from that and the light from inside of the van we had rented. And so I was on one side of the van closest to a fence and then a field that was part of the national park. And then my mom and my dad and my sister were on the other side. And I was just minding my own business. And I got that funny feeling where you can tell that somebody is standing in front of you. And I looked up and all I saw was a shadow. And I had nearly rolled my ankle on the curb getting out of the van. So I told who I thought was my dad, like, be careful you don't sprain your ankle. And there was no reply, which isn't actually that out of character for my dad. He's really a man of few words, and now he's hard of hearing. So it's always a bit of a gamble. So, yeah, I didn't really think anything of it. I was like, okay. And I was continuing to look around. And I noticed movement out of the corner of my eye, and I turned and looked towards the field, and I saw something moving. And I thought, I don't know why, but I thought it was my sister. And that was until I realized that it was black moving on black. And I don't know if you've ever seen it before or anyone's ever explained it to you before, but that was the most unsettling thing I've ever seen. Like it was like you had a page of black construction paper and then you had cut out a figure out of darker construction paper and you were just moving it along. Like, it's so unnatural that I don't think I can even explain it properly. So it's one of those things that you have to see, and I hope that you never have to see it because that shit is traumatizing. So anyway, long story short, we got back into the van, and I really was thinking, like, should I tell my sister, ask where everybody was? And so I finally just was like, where were you guys? And she was confused. And I said, what side of the van were you on? And she told me that they were all on the other side of the van the whole time. And when I told her what I saw and what happened, we both were super freaked out. So I don't actually know what I saw because I wasn't scared at the time. And even after I realized that it wasn't my family, I wasn't frightened. I just was more like, what the hell? Like, because it's so weird because whenever you hear people talking about shadow people, they always talk about how evil they are. And they didn't feel evil at all. They just were there. And so, I don't know. I don't want to make any presumptions. But, I mean, what do you think it was? Who do you think it was? Was it actually my dad just being a dick? I don't know. Anyway, I love the show. And thanks so much. And don't shit your pants. Bye.
The description,
We were just
which we were talking about, of just
about
like
it.
the dark on, that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, black
Of
on
like
black. Yeah.
cut out, construct. That is, oh, that's so spooky.
It's so weird, right? Like, just like,
Yeah.
that is so.
And like you said, we hear about it all the time.
I mean, we were just talking about it in this episode, too, that like,
Yeah.
that I think it was something other than your dad being a dick.
for
Right?
sure.
For
That's
sure.
too dick of a dad.
Too dick of a dad. Wow, that is truly so interesting. Hawaii is one of those
I mean,
places where like
Yeah.
it is like just so special and there's so much supernatural about it.
It is so magical. It is hard to describe. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember before I went, friends would describe it and I'd be like, cool, it sounds cool. And then you get there and you're like,
Whoa.
oh,
I didn't have any clue.
this is so magical.
Yeah.
Like
This
the
different.
vibe, yeah, everything is just like, okay.
Yeah, that was just someone out there stargazing with you. Or
Yeah.
some like extraterrestrial being like, shh, I'm trying to get you right home.
Come on, I just wanted to get, but thank you for warning me about my ankle. But where I'm from, we call them gong darts.
Kong darts.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kong darts. Kong darts, right? Is what you said?
I can't even remember what I said.
Well, you were channeling.
I'm sorry. I was just I was in character as that alien.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, what if I read just a little shorty?
Oh, sure. I have a shorty too.
Okay, I'll do a shorty, you do a shorty, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right, this one
Perfect.
says Ghost Cloud. Hi, ladies. I just heard you read one of my ghost stories, so I thought I would be ready for a new. So I thought you would be ready for a new one. This one takes place in a town called Nevada, Iowa,
Okay, always silly.
which is confusing because there's a state called Nevada.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's an Iowa, Nevada.
I hope so. I won't
I
look
do
it up.
too.
I don't have time.
I will not either.
I was driving around at night like the cool kids do when I came across a cloud moving across the street in front of me, hovering about a foot off the ground. I started to slow down and watched it as it started to go up a tree that was on the other side.
Ew.
As if that was not weird enough, I knew what house my car had slowed down in front of. This house has had an exorcism done in it. I know this because this house was a house for people with disabilities. My mom worked there, and there was a patient that lived there who had really old parents. To put this story in time context, this was the late 90s. So the patient's parents believed that there was nothing wrong with their son, that he was just possessed because when he would watch TV, the screen would turn to snow. As the cloud passed in front of my car that night, I saw it slowly go up a tree. The only thought in my mind was The only thought in my mind was that it was what is left behind when you exorcise someone who doesn't need it. That broke my heart.
Man. Oh.
That broke my heart.
Wow. All of like a cloud floating is weird, but then the add on of like,
Yeah.
oh, and it was right in front of a house where an exorcism happened, but then the exorcism was even like just the parents not even giving an ounce of, is it something more of a mental mental issue? Like,
That truly just broke my little
oh
heart.
my God. Wild.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a shorty. Ready?
Shorty.
Haunted vibes.
Vibrators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My rabbit was crazy haunted. Hello again. I'm writing to share a few spooky stories and one that's bittersweet. In my old house, the basement door creaked open when I was in the kitchen, and my cat Sirius looked at the door and then at me, and needless to say, I nearly shit my pants.
Whoa.
I did end up going around my house with kitchen sage and read Bible verses because I kept seeing a black wisp out of the corner of my eye. After I cleansed my house, I no longer saw the black wisp, but did have another experience before I moved out. A 3-bedroom house with a huge basement and a yard is simply too much for one person. Yeah. The final experience the final experience I had happened when I was taking a bath. Come on. I looked up and noticed both of my cats staring into the dark hallway, and I immediately got a funny feeling. Woo! I suddenly got an image of my grandpa in my mind when he was in his 20s during World War II, and he was sitting outside of my house, rifle in hand, and I immediately felt calm. On a sad note, I felt my grandpa was with me daily until my Grammy passed away. She was the love of his life, and he was hers, so it was bittersweet. I wasn't prepared to grieve twice, and the loss was especially profound. Anyway, I'll end it there before I start crying, Tawnie. Wow.
Whoa. What do you think that was?
That is so interesting was Grandpa hanging out until Grammy passed, and then was like, okay,
that's what
we're
I was
in this
waiting
together
on.
later, dude. Yeah, where it is like, that's great for you, but I'm sad.
And it's like, I really don't oh my God. Did you see this? My cat just jumped up on top of the cabinet.
No way.
She's out of control, you guys.
Who
I have
is
to apologize. It's Mama. The craziest one. Not even. She's not the craziest one. I don't know how she's getting down.
That's
I'm not
high.
helping. It's really high. Can you see it up there?
Oh my God. And she just hopped up?
Yeah, she's out of her
Mama,
goddamn mind.
you're crazy.
Do you see her up there?
Yeah, she's chilling. She's having a blast.
She's like, I'm gonna knock all this stuff
come
off.
on. Yeah,
Well,
she is.
That's my spooky stuff. Is my
Yeah, very
cat.
spooky.
Oh man. Yeah. I wonder what the grandfather sitting with the gun though. What was that about?
I know of getting a feeling, but then feeling that your grandpa is there, ready to help. That's nice.
That's nice. I guess if something's going to be interrupting your bath, you need some backup.
Yes, you need some backup
For sure.
Hey, stay away from tubs and stuff.
Get
Tubs
out of
and
the
toilets.
bathroom.
Get out of the bathroom, you perverts.
Get out, nasty. Well, everyone, thank you for sending these in.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. We said, we send them. If you've never sent one before, please do. And if you think we haven't read it, just bump your original email. Don't send a new one. I'll get so confused.
We'll get very confused. But yeah, just bump that original and we'll read it.
Yeah. Do it.
Come on.
Please.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah! Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.